Debbie Miller. I'm cooking my final project for the Science of Cooking class, and we're going to be preparing turkey 3 different ways, using 3 different methods and 3 different profiles for flavoring. Now, turkey was first found and seen around Spanish Mexico, and they named it off of the word pavo for peafowl. And that's per McGee on page 1.39 of her book. At Thanksgiving, most American households will cook a whole turkey. That is the most popular main dish at Thanksgiving in the American culture. The challenge with the whole bird is that the white and the dark meat need to be cooked at different temperatures, and they finish at different temperatures. So you're trying to balance whether you're drying the turkey out or not cooking it enough. The white meat at 155 degrees and above will get dried out and tough. Dark meat below 165 is a connective tissue, and it will get grizzly and chewy if it's not cooked properly. And so it is a balance when cooking a whole bird. For this project, we're going to be using a split turkey breast, and we're going to be brining it first. We're smoking. We're gonna roast the turkey in the oven. We're going to smoke a turkey in the smoker, and we're going to fry a turkey in oil on the stove top with breadcrumbs as an insulator. It's the night before, so we're going to prepare a brine, and the brine is going to soak the turkey meat overnight. And before we put it in the oven, we're going to use a compound butter under the skin. We're going to do that tomorrow morning. The first step is to cook the brine in the solution, and then to chill it the night before. Now, brining brings about soaking the meat for a number of hours. It's a chilled solution of salt and water. The solution passes through the meat cells during the soaking process. Using this method of osmosis. Osmosis is the diffusion of water through the semi-permeable membrane. In this case, and in most cases, we're talking about the meat cells. So the water will go into the cells of the turkey breast and help moisten it. Through diffusion, the salt and the water will balance out the cells with the salt and the water that's going to surround it, and that's why we're going to immerse it into the solution overnight. This results in a high concentration of water and salt, but it helps flavor, and it helps maintain the turkey breast maintain its moisture during the cooking process. The high concentration of salt also helps the protein denture, the protein strands. In the normal state, the strands are tightly wound. Denture strands unwind and untangle during the cooking process. Are usually structured, traps water molecules, and holds on to them. The end result of this is less moisture lost during the cooking process. So, like I said, this will help the cells maintain that moisture so we don't lose as much during the cooking process. And my reference to Kat is going to figure that out. The end result should be the turkey breast will be moist, and salt will help boost the flavor. Now, our brining recipe we got off allrecipes.com. We've cut it in half because we're only using a breast. We're using 1 gallon of water, 3/4 cup of salt, 1½ tablespoons of minced garlic, 1/2 tablespoon of ground black pepper, and about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to mix them together in our pot here. our brown sugar, our garlic, and our pepper. And we're going to stir them really, really careful here so they're all mixed together nice and moist. We want this to surround the whole turkey breast so that the turkey absorbs those flavors overnight. We're going to mix this up and we're going to put the turkey in that. And we're going to put her face down because we want the turkey, the meat, to absorb as much as it can, those cells. And we're going to leave it in the refrigerator overnight. So it should be great, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, now our one that we brined last night, and we're going to roast that in the oven. So we've taken that out of our brine, and we're mixing a butter. And the butter is going to go underneath the skin, so that the moisture and the flavoring gets right into the meat cells. Okay? We have butter, pepper, salt, and a little bit of garlic powder. And we're just going to mix them together. And a compound butter is just a mixture of butter and spices, and it's room temperature and it has some flavor after kneading it, and it's going to help, with the cells for texture, for flavor. Again, it's going to help absorb that flavoring, and as it turns to liquid in the heat of the oven, it'll melt. The fat in the will melt right into those cells and have that flavor. So we're going to go ahead, lift that skin up, just put that on there. We're a little heavy on this, but I have it. It's going to go to waste otherwise, so we're going to just use it all. Alright, we're going to put that skin back. And to help hold the skin, we're going to use these poultry pins. Just like a couple, not many. Just because we pulled it back already, so it's already loose, and we just want it to hold in place. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of oil on top of the skin, and that's going to help the skin become crunchy. Again, we're just going to pour a little bit, and a little bit of oil. What happens is when we use the oil, we drizzle it on. This helps it become crunchy, like I said. But the action from the heat transfer from the oven, the hot oven, air will help with the moist meat. In order to crisp the skin, we need to dissolve with the leathery collagen in the skin and transfer the gelatin in the skin's water. And we also need to vaporize the water out of the skin. And McGee discusses that on page 160. So now that we've prepared it, we're going to go ahead. We've preheated our oven at 325, and we're going to go ahead and put that in. Just pour that over the top of it to finish coating it. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right into our oven. Ooh, we're going to cover it with foil.